Hey everyone, it's Dawn, and I'm back with another plan with me. So, welcome back. Glad to see you. We're planning the 9th through the 15th of November this week. And I wanted to apologize for not getting a video out last week. It was just too crazy. So, let's jump right into it. This is the set that I'm going to be using this week, and this is from Libby & Co. And the set came with 3 sheets. So this one with some icons, some check boxes, and then these full boxes and washi strips. I think the colors are so pretty, super fall appropriate, and just a little bit different than what you typically see. So I pulled out some washi tape that I thought I might use. Of course, I don't end up using all of it. The large one is a Scotch brand from Office Depot, and the smaller ones are from Amazon. I'm also using this scrapbook paper, and I just found it went shockingly well with the colors, and it came from this Floral Shop paper pack from Hobby Lobby. The Paper Studio was having a big sale, so they had everything 50% off, so this paper pack was half off. So I was like, you know what? I don't have that much floral scrapbook paper, and this had some really interesting patterns and different kind of color combinations in it. So I went ahead and picked that up, and I'll show you really quickly the 2 other paper packs that I got. This one's called Hello Darling, and it's sort of a pinky dark navy, and this one, Pine Street Square. This is obviously a Christmas one, so I'm really excited to be able to use that. I also picked up a couple more things I'll show you really quickly. This wedding day set, since Paper Studio was on sale, that included their stickers, so I picked up a couple little packs of some wedding stickers. And then these larger sets I thought were so cute, and they're just little individual stickers here with little sayings on them. And then this one they're just little individual squares. I thought they were so cute. I believe they're new from the Paper Studio. Here's another wedding set, a little larger. I bought 3 of these larger wedding set ones. And I probably won't get around to doing a whole lot of scrapbooking for wedding photos, but for in my planner, I think these will be really awesome to use to count down and to kind of help me plan and keep things organized in my planner. All right, so get this stuff out of the way and get started. So I've just marked out my work days this week. I have a note set aside with all of the things that I have to remember for the week. So I'm just starting off by whiting out the bottom bar, the words there. And then I'm going to take these strips, these little washi strips from the Libby & Co set, and run those along the bottom. I love these because they're measured perfectly for the Erin Condren, and they just take up a little bit of space so you have lots of room for the bottom bar. Some weeks I utilize the bottom bar and some weeks I don't. So this week I do. So I'm taking my paper punch. This is a round 1-inch paper punch from Michaels, and I'm going to cover the dates with this scrapbook paper. I wanted to incorporate it somehow. So before I glue those down, I'm going to go ahead and take the washi tape, this sort of green, light green color, and cover up the dates that I work. And then to mark my work days, just like I did last week, I'm going to use some washi strips off of the set, and that's going to help me mark out my work schedule. There we go. So I realized that it looked a little bit silly not having the other headers on the top not match. So I went ahead and covered up the headers there. I screwed up on the 11th, so I had to take that off and redo it. And then eventually I do go back and cover up Sunday's header up there on the top section as well. That way everything is a little bit more uniform up there. So I also work overtime on the 11th, so I wanted to add a washi strip there. There's just so many options on these Libby & Co sets, and they're really, really inexpensive for how much you get and the quality of the stickers that you get. I can't sing Libby & Co.'s praises enough. So I was going to do the sidebar where those dots are, but the colors actually went fairly well, so I decided to leave those. And then for my weekend banner, I was going to put it on this second section here, but I decided I wanted some washi or some full boxes underneath it. So I just picked 2 different full boxes, and then we'll put the weekend banner across the top of that. There we go. All right, so now I'm just placing some more full boxes. And I couldn't use enough full boxes this week because they're just so pretty. All of the patterns are so pretty. So then on these full boxes, I'm just putting the corresponding header on top of that, just for a more seamless look. Same thing with this one. There we go. All right, so for the sidebar, I'm making 2 different to-do lists. The first one is just a general to-do, and then the bottom, as usual, is going to be a wedding checklist. So I'm just using a half box and a to-do header sticker over there. And here I'm marking a payday. This little payday flag is pretty small. There we go. There you can see it. So I'm going back and using my Paper Studio calendar kit, and I'm going to be using those numbers on the circles that I cut out and then glue those down over the dates here. So I just white out some of the days of the week, the ends, just because they stick out on the longer words. They stick out past these circles. So I'm just gluing these down, and I'm letting the top of the circle hang over the edge of the paper and not allowing it to cover up the header. Then I'll just go back and cut the tops off so that nothing overhangs. There's a little sneak peek at last week's that I did not plan or film a plan with me for, and it turned out to be pretty much one of my favorite weeks, of course. There, I'm just trimming off the top of those date covers. And then I'm going to take the numbers from the Paper Studio calendar kit, and I'm just going to put those on top. Now on camera, the numbers look really, really tiny, but when I'm actually looking at my planner, I can see the numbers very well. They are a small font, there's really small stickers, but they actually look really nice a little further up close. So we'll zoom in a little bit so you can see them up close. So that Paper Studio calendar kit also has some just little stickers that I'm putting on. One says fall leaves, the other one says changing of seasons, and the last one says fall. So I'm just placing those sporadically in between the date covers. All right, so I'm going to make another to-do and a checklist for Monday. This is my first day off of the week. and so my weekend. So I definitely need a to-do list on that day. And then I'm just utilizing the washi strips in the Libby & Co set to cover up the dates and layer a couple of stickers and headers just to get more color and a little more dimension. All right, so the 11th is Veterans Day. Excuse me. So I put a half box from the Libby & Co set there on Veterans Day, as well as a teardrop marker. So for this top left box that I covered up, I'm just lettering NOV for November and then the dates, the 9th through the 15th. Fairly simple lettering and just easy enough that I can just color it in to make it a little bit more bold. And in the past, I've either done this or used some stickers or have even made my own stickers and printed out, a customized little date header here. But I like the way that this turned out just using the lettering. And I use this same lettering across the top of my work week days. So over the washi strips that I put down from the Libby & Co set, I'm just lettering out work. And then I'm marking Veterans Day. And then I added overtime and then put the hours on there as well. It's important for me to track my overtime hours on my own. That way I know that my work is tracking them just as I am and everything matches. So I'm just continuing the same sort of lettering down my work days. Each day is of my typical schedule is 6:30 to 6:30. 12-hour days, so I'm just coloring those in. So I don't find it necessary to write out my hours every single standard workday, but over time it's more important to track. So here's where I add the washi tape for that last header on the top. That way it's all the same across the top. All right, and I'm adding the plan flag up there on Sunday because I do have Sunday off. So here I'm cutting out my TV show stickers, and I get lots of questions about these TV show stickers, but they're super easy to make. And you don't even really have to have sticker paper. You can just print these out, cut them out, and glue them down. And the size is 0.25 high by 1.5 width. And I do mine in Microsoft Word. I don't have any fancy programs, and obviously I don't have anything that cuts my stickers for me yet. So I'm just hand cutting them out, and then I'll just stick them down. I do print them on sticker paper because it's just easier. And you can get a lot of these stickers off of one page of sticker paper. So it's fairly cost effective for how easy it is. There we go. So I put my TV shows there along the bottom. So I'm looking through my wedding stickers here and trying to decide what to use for Monday, which is 8 months countdown to the wedding. So I use this little, sort of looks like washi where it is now, but I just cut it down. It's just a polka dot gold, white and gold sticker. And then I grab these couple rings and put those in the top corner. And then later on, when I do all my lettering and filling in, I will fill in that as being 8 months until the wedding. So I used this little money sticker to go along with my payday because that payday sticker wasn't really standing out to me. It was sort of blending in. So I put that money sticker there as well to sort of grab my attention. So here's another Libby & Co. half box that I put on the under the payday. And then the coffee cup comes from One Orange Snowflake. And then on Tuesday, I'm getting sushi. Yay, I'm so excited. With my friend Brittany. So I'm using my very last Oh Hello Stationery sushi sticker. I'm so sad. But we'll mark that, and also with an appointment box. So I'm just referencing my monthly layout just to make sure I'm not missing anything important. And my monthly layout also has the football games, so I can reference that and lay down my football stickers. So here I'm just going to use one of these sort of green stickers for the back, from the back of the Erin Condren. And the football stickers are from Hobby Lobby. They're Paper Studio brand. All right, I'm putting a wine glass down, and I believe the wine glass is from... Crap, I can't remember the shop. I'll link it below. I can't remember the name. All right, so I'm just marking groceries there using an appointment sticker and then a little yellow grocery sticker from Oh Hello Stationery. And I'm just adding some more washi strips, again, for just some more dimension. All right, I'm adding a flag here for a workout. And then the little workout sticker is from Oh Hello Stationery. All right, so I'm using this polka dot half box up on Friday and then a checklist. I want to remind myself to sort of keep everything clean in my house. That way I don't have to devote one entire day that I'm off work to kind of cleaning my house and getting everything back in order. I'm a fairly good cleaner, but I really do not pick up after myself as I go, which sort of makes things harder to do on my days off. So that's one of my goals, is to be better at picking up after myself. So I put a sticker down to remind me. So on Tuesday, on that half box that I used is for a farrier appointment for my horse. So I put a horseshoe down there, and then I moved my coffee cup to my first work day, which made more sense. Need coffee on the days that I'm getting up early. So here I'm just using that same washi tape and covering up the headers that I haven't already covered up with washi strips or full boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and do some lettering, and I'm just using a thin Sharpie marker and just marking out 8 months until the wedding, just as a reminder. It's getting real. Here I'm marking my farrier appointment and my groceries. If you don't know what a farrier appointment is, a farrier is somebody who comes out and trims your horse's feet. So their feet grow toenails sort of material on the ends, and they continue to grow. So they have to get trimmed. So I marked out my sushi date with Brittany, and also that I'm going to pay my DJ wedding deposit this week. Here I'm just doing some fun lettering. It says hello coffee, and then I'm just doing polka dots around the letters there. All right, so here on my workout, I'm marking workout hard to hopefully motivate me to go above and beyond in my workout. And this workout is going to be weights and rowing. If you've never used a rowing machine, I highly, highly recommend it. It is such a great overall workout, and it's a little less stressful on your joints than just plain old running. So you get lots of cardio, and you get a combination of upper body and your legs all together. All right, so here I'm using a teardrop sticker from the Libby & Co. set, and I'm just marking my run. So a hard workout and then run a 1.5 miles. And then I'm just making dashes and dots across the bottom to kind of separate that. All right, so the Huskies play ASU this week. And so I'm going to mark that out. They play at 11. And then the Seahawks play Arizona at 5:30. This is one of the first Seahawks games that I have had where I'm not working, so I'm very excited to have that day off so I can stay at home and watch the game instead of trying to follow the game while I'm at work. Here I'm just adding some more washi strips, referencing last week to make sure I didn't miss anything and to see how I did my checklist last week. I like to change things up a little bit in my sidebar. So I'm pulling out some stamps, and these are from Studio L2E, and I believe these flags are from the List It set. And I'm using a sort of tan, it's a really light tan color for these little flags. So they don't show up on camera super dark, but in looking at them, just when I glance at my planner, they're pretty visible. So I like how it sort of tied in without being stark black. There we go. Just put a full box there on the bottom and then cut the excess off. All right, so I decided to stamp film up at the top right on Sunday when I have where I have my plan sticker at. And then I am stamping the word post on Monday and Thursday. So to remind me to post to Instagram. And I'll go back with pens and write Instagram on there. So I'm just going through my stamps and just making sure there's nothing else that I absolutely want to use for the week. I used to stamp the weather every day, but I've kind of gotten over it. Now, especially that we're in fall, it's pretty much gonna rain here. I live near Seattle, so you can almost guarantee it's gonna rain. And then you can be surprised when you have one day of sun. There we go. Just wrote Instagram and use a little teardrop with an exclamation mark, and then I'm just going to dot around that. There we go. So I'm just using blue and orange, that sort of seafoam, green, blue, and orange. There There we go. Okay, so I'm filling out my wedding checklist, and a lot of it is stuff that has carried over from last week. And just some reminders here for my to-do list. There I just wrote uniform to remind me to get my uniform cleaned. And just some daily chores that need to be done there. Here is my keep it clean reminder. Pick up after yourself. So I put design stickers for the next couple of weeks. Do some Christmas ones for next month as well. All right, so across the bottom, I'm going to use these little flags that came in the Libby & Co set. And I'm just going to flag each day across the bottom, and then I'm going to put my meal planning down. This is the first time I've actually done meal planning across the bottom. Hopefully this influences me a little bit to be better about planning ahead for meals. I am the worst grocery shopper, the worst food planner ever. So hopefully my planner here in this bottom bar will help me sort of figure this out in advance. And it doesn't have to be this day, but at least I have an idea of the things that I want to have for the week so I can be better prepared. Yes, cereal is a meal in my household. Sunday is the game, so I'll probably just have snacky, disgusting appetizer game food. All right. So this is what the finished week turned out like. I really, really love the colors. It's very fall appropriate, but still sort of bright. And I hope you guys liked it. Hit the like button if you did, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.